and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't connected before, hi, my name's Jade, and I am so excited to be doing a little full moon summer solstice tarot reading for the collective today. So we are going to be using the Moon Child Tarot deck. It's one of my favorite decks. It's got so much good insight, and I just really love the spin that they take on the tarot and the cards. So as I am shuffling up the cards, I want to know what you're doing for the solstice, for the full moon. How are you celebrating it this year? Woo! All right, so let's see what collective guidance we have. Ooh, we already have cards dropping to see what you all need to know. Oh. Ooh, big card. Okay. All right, let's see if anything else wants to come through. We've got 5 cards. No, this feels like that is it. All right. Oh, I always get so excited for those first few moments where you, as the tarot reader, you get to look at the cards and start piecing everything together before you share it with everyone or with whoever you're reading for. There's always just this little bit of excitement to be like, okay, so this is what's happening. Like, all right, I'm getting a feel for it. It's just fun. So I want to start with our one major arcana card that we have, and that is the card of the Emperor. And I'm going to kind of keep it here for a little bit so you can see it. This card is all about discipline, balance, the divine masculine, and success. And it's really interesting because this full moon we have in, let me double check that I'm not going to say the wrong house now that I'm trying to tell you all. Yes, Capricorn. We have it in Capricorn, but we also have another full moon in Capricorn that will be happening in July. And this is a really pivotal thing for any business owners, for anyone focusing on your purpose, your life's work. It's a really big time to be focusing your intentions and your manifestations on those things. So of course we're getting the card of the Emperor. And this card reminds us that there's a lot of power in reflecting on our own personal code. What works for us? What is our structure that works well for us? And how can we really use it at this time to focus, to help us to achieve our goals, to help us really get where we want to go? And a lot of times we can't do this without pushing ourselves to really batten down the hatches and focus on our goals. And really making sure that we're having this time where we're doing and pushing all that we can. There is a big creative energy around us right now that's going to help us nurture and sustain balance in our life. There's this gentle harmony helping with this time and helping you make schedules, helping you focus on where to put your energy so you can succeed. So this is definitely a time of people like to say like a lot of masculine energies, but it's always funny to me that it gets labeled this way, but of like planning and structure and discipline. And if you are a crystal girl, labradorite, I always feel like I'm saying that weird. Labradorite is a great crystal to keep on hand while you are really focusing on all of this. It's also really good for stress and anxiety if you're feeling any of that. So something you can really focus on right now is structure. How can you implement structure in your life? what kind of structure is needing implemented in your life? Those are really big questions to be thinking about right now. We also have the beautiful Five of Wands here. And this is often a card of conflict and competition, of delays. And this is a time where we might feel like we have to stick up for ourselves. Maybe because someone's ideas clash with our own. Maybe because we're not feeling supported. Maybe because we just feel like people aren't respecting our own choices. And this can be a tough time. Anytime we have conflict, it's difficult. But the Five of Wands reminds us that it's okay to have our own opinions and thoughts and beliefs. And even if everybody doesn't agree with them, it's okay. But how can you move forward in this disagreement? And how can you work on healing those parts of yourself that feels really overburdened by this need for acceptance in every aspect of your life? It can be such a hard thing because we're often taught that, we want to please everyone and be accepted in all these different ways, but it's really impossible, especially if we are going to be true to ourselves, which is arguably the most important thing. We also have the Knight of Wands here, and this is someone who really loves adventure, and this can be a big sign even to go on adventure right now. Like, I know that it's summer and a lot of people love to travel this time of year, but you don't have to go far. Sometimes we just need to get out of our day-to-day to see things differently and see how we can make some changes in our lives, to see what we need to ponder, what is really weighing on us. There's also a lot of confidence when it comes to traveling, right? Because we need to know that we are safe, that we're doing the right thing. So it can also be really embarking on this quest. Like, are you starting something new right now? Are you starting a new journey that is going to be needing a lot of your attention, that's going to be needing your confidence to get through it? Like we were talking about in the very beginning, it's such a powerful time of really looking at what goals you're trying to reach right now as well. We also have the Five of Pentacles, and this can be a time where we're feeling a little bit like ends aren't meeting. We're feeling some disharmony, some misfortune. We're feeling, defeated and scorned, and like we're in this really painful phase. But know that even if you're experiencing some of these hardships, especially if they're financial, that things will turn around. There are always these points in the year where finances feel a little tighter than others. And it's okay if this is a time where your finances are feeling a little bit tighter than you would like for them to. Know that things always have a way of changing, that things, we're not going to stay in that place forever. And so it's a really powerful time to figure out what steps you can take to get out of feeling like that. We also have the Page of Cups here, and this is all about new beginnings. We keep talking about new beginnings in this reading. This is a very youthful energy when we have the Page of Cups, and it reminds us of the beauty of approaching things like it's the very first time. Like when we were a kid and it was our first time trying all these things, it was our first time getting to experience something. There's a really beautiful energy when we approach things with that childlike wonder instead of just, going in with that jaded approach, right? So this is a really beautiful time where we can just nurture our blissful connection with ourselves, with the universe, and our higher self. It's also a really beautiful time to be seeking out adventure and connecting with our intuition so we can receive more wisdom and more guidance from it. So I would love to know what parts of this reading align with you, or do you feel like you're starting something big and new right now? Do you feel like you are having to make some changes in your personal life so you can be focused and energized for everything that's to come? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you're looking for more insight, you can always book one of my moon tarot readings on the website. I'd love to read for you during this full moon. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.